the closest things I've encountered just like just feeling stuff downstairs. But the cool thing is you can actually go sit up at the bar when they shut down this area and watch the security cameras because they're thermal. You can actually all day long just see orbs just rolling around. Like they say it's dust and stuff, but you don't see dust that goes like this, like go all the way across the screen and like I don't know. But we've had a couple people wanting to come in here and film and stuff, but they just would rather leave it unanswered kind of deal. But yeah, I think it is. You like, I don't know. You always feel like somebody's looking at you when you're downstairs by yourself and stuff, you know, stuff like that. And then people have seen stuff, but I haven't seen it personally. I'm open to it, but I haven't seen anything myself.
This is apparently where hipsters go to the bathroom. I mean, look at this door right here. That's not the sort of door that you get in a normal bathroom. And just in case you get lost, they got the Cascades mapped out up here. And the music's freaking loud.
Students were already really spooked out because of the things that they were seeing and hearing, and so they kind of forbid us to even talk about it because they didn't want to create a panic. And so we just kind of secretly talked about it, but there were times when I would wake up in the middle of the night and there would be like a hand right over my face, and it was just a little bit freaky, and there was sounds and just the hand sometimes. And actually for a long time I had my own room because I had a leadership position, and that's where the room that I would hear a lot of noises and have the hand right over my face. And so I just sat up one night and I said, I know you're here, I know you don't want to hurt me, so just leave me alone and I'll leave you alone. And then it stopped after that. One time a whole bunch of us were just hanging out on a weekend, and we were on the 3rd floor, which was the highest floor in that dorm. And if you've seen the dorms before, the roofs are not flat, they're very peaked, and they have the Spanish tile roof. And we were basically up in what is the attic. There wasn't anything above us, and that's what they made the 3rd floor dorms out of, was the attic area. And we would hear a noise that sounded like high heels going across like a hard floor, and we had carpet and there wasn't anything up above us, and we could hear this noise, and you could literally stand in the hall and hear it, and it sounded like it came from one end of the room to the other. When you first get there as a student, and they go through all your stuff and inventory everything you have, and that's one of the first things they tell you is that they're not allowed to tell ghost stories or talk about haunted and everything. They're like, okay, why? Why is that? There must be a reason. But just witnessing that firsthand, and sometimes there would be times when you just get a really negative feeling in a room. I don't really know how to explain it. I'm a really positive person, and so I don't get negative feelings, but there were times when you'd go in a particular room, and I was on the 3rd floor most of the time, which was the top floor, and I can remember being in a room and standing by the window and just wondering what it would be like to jump out of the window, like to commit suicide.
Okay, so here we are at Cascades Gateway Center. It's the old Northern State Hospital. It's a mental hospital, probably not a politically correct term nowadays, but they have a sign here that they don't want you anywhere in here. So in order to get the pictures for our scavenger hunt, we actually had to kind of scoot down there, do some gorilla bike pictures, and then scoot back out. So mission accomplished. But the only thing that was spooky was the look we got from the security guard. They're probably going to come after us.
second city built in Washington State, and it was second in marine trade to New York City and immigration also in the 1870s. So it was, you know, this is the Starrett House. Everything here is haunted practically. Port Townsend. It's got a really unique history, you know, second only to New York. So
at one time, and originally it was supposed to be Seattle. It was supposed to be the capital. And then what we've read is that they were just it was too corrupt.
We were
And so
too drunk and debaucherous for anything like that to happen.
Yeah,
So,
there was too much going on, so they yanked the customs house out and said, forget
You're
it.
on
For
your
a
own.
long time, it was kind of
Abandoned.
forgotten and not a lot going on here.
Then hippies found it in the late 60s and, you know, realized that the ground here is very fertile. So if you grow anything, it grows as big as you are. You can grow really nice food here. So they moved in and took over these huge properties.
Yeah, this is a cool house. Have you guys ever been inside of it?
I have. Yeah.
And nothing creepy or
murals.
untoward?
I don't know, there are murals. There are a lot of kind of folk stories you can read about it. I want to say they painted these murals, and at the time, whatever, 18, whatever, they were scandalous.